Okay. Keyboard rig rundown. Seany Johnston,
Palace of the King.
This is the set list from the tour, European tour.
Napkin set list.
Yeah, gaff it to the thing so I don't have to write them out multiple times. Yep. Lazy. So what's going on here? Is this is your Nord?
Yes.
And which the people at Electric Factory kindly helped you out with.
Yes.
But how did it end up white?
Well, I decided to paint it white because I don't really like Nords. I mean, this one's great and I like them, but I didn't want people to know I was playing a Nord.
You were trying to be cool, weren't you? You wanted a B3.
Yeah, I wanted to be my oing thing. And you know, no offense, Nord, but the red's kind of ugly.
They should make a white one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't they?
They really should. Everyone's doing it now. So I pulled it apart, sanded it down, and gave her a quick spray paint, put it back together.
Yeah, it's amazing. It looks cool as.
Looks really cool. And I mean, the case is even cooler as well, thanks to Athol in Adelaide.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Made the case, which is the stand and the road case all in one.
And so how did these, so that's your road case that holds the keyboard.
Yep.
What's going on with these leads? Where did they come from?
They're from an old Wurlitzer electric piano. He's made it so they screw into the top of the case, and then once it's all down, everything goes into the
Yeah,
case.
look at that.
It's bloody perfect for touring.
Yep. Okay, so your road case becomes your keyboard stand, which saves us on excess baggage, which is good stuff. And then maybe get your torch out and show us your pedals.
Yeah. So down here
we've got the lighting crew at the gig organising the lights. So they're trying to get, because we're on stage in a little while. What have we got?
So it starts on the right here. It just literally goes into a volume pedal.
Oh, yep. And you've got one of those little ones so that you can fit it all in your case.
Yeah, fit it all on my tiny little board.
Was the did you get that idea from Rick Brewster when we saw his wah-wah idea?
Oh yeah, I did. No, that's actually right. When we were playing with the Angels, Rick was using one of the mini wah pedals. I'm like, that's great. It's so much better when you're touring.
Yeah, you can fit so much more gear in the case.
Yeah.
Right?
So I found this. They make a mini volume pedal, and it's great. Works fine. You get used to it eventually. It's weird at first, but it's
yeah, weird, especially when you've got boots on.
Yeah. Seany's heels.
Yeah, with a heel, but you make it work.
Yep.
It's all about efficiency.
What's
that next thing?
Out of the volume pedal, we go into a Screddy Pedals hybrid fuzz driver.
Wow.
I mean, look it up. You could spend forever talking about what it actually is, but it's really cool, and it's one of the only overdrive pedals that work on a bloody keyboard. Right.
Why do you have trouble with that?
They just don't sound good, and I don't know. It's the only one that I've tried a lot. Fuzz pedals, overdrive pedals, distortion pedals. This is the only one that sounds good running into a Leslie pedal into an amp, or even into, especially DIing. It works really well as well.
And that's just for when you're going crazy doing fuzzy.
Yeah, or if I'm playing Whitebird and I get the heavy sound going, and I use it a lot less these days than I used to, but it's still cool.
And then that goes into this ventilator that...
Yeah, Neo Instruments ventilator version 1. They've got a new version of this now. They've got mini versions of this. It's, to me, still the best.
This one or this brand?
This brand, the ventilator. I think the new ones might... I don't know if they sound different or better. I've got the old one and I've never had problems with it, so I kept it. It's just a Leslie simulator, and it's the best one, in my opinion, other than getting the real thing, which I'm not lugging around.
More to the point, I'm not helping you.
Exactly.
That's way easier than a B3.
Yeah, and it's just a Leslie sim, and then.
So that's all it does?
Yep, just Leslie, and then out of that, it's got a few knobs.
You can obviously adjust what you want. I see. Right.
Speed.
So this is like, instead of having the drawbars.
No. So this isn't. So
what's this? Tell me.
Distance knob is it simulates the distance of the microphone from a Leslie cabinet.
Oh wow!
That's close mic'd.
Got you.
That's far mic'd.
Got you.
And then this is the balance of the top rotor and the bottom rotor.
Yep.
And then you've got acceleration, which controls how fast it speeds up and slows down.
Which you would do with your foot anyway if you had a Leslie?
You can get foot switch modded. Most of them have a little hand switch on your left.
On the keyboard, on the B3?
Yep.
Okay, yep.
And then you just got the speed of the...
Same thing, right? Is that another knob on the keyboard normally?
No. So all these, you can't really do any of this. You can't really adjust the speed on a real Leslie as far as I'm aware, and you can't adjust the acceleration as far as I'm aware. I don't know, I've only used one once.
Okay, yep. Well, that was when we were recording the new album, wasn't it?
Yep.
And you were doing that, the Beano show.
Yep, we were doing the Beano tribute show.
And we recorded your Leslie parts
at Soundcheck. Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I get this now. But this has got drive in it. Why do you need the fuzz if this has got drive in it? Oh, you've got that driven up pretty hard already.
It doesn't actually. It's not like cranked. It's not even that distorted. It's just more of a natural warmth and a bit of balls to it. I get it. Just girth. It sounds good. And most of the time I'm just using that. It's only every now and then I'll stick the fuzz driver on just to get.
Do you have that on for your solo, the fuzz driver?
No.
Okay.
It's yes,
just an effect.
I mean, I use it on another thing, coming for the clav sound to get a real dirty clav sound. Yep. I use it in Whitebird to get the real fucking heavy sort of fuzz organ sound. And
yep.
I don't really use it for the solos. I'll just kick on this Dazatronics.
Okay, yeah. So tell us about that one.
Dazatronics Fetish Booster, which is just I think it's just a clean boost. It's all it is, clean boost.
Right.
Volume. A shape control, which I tend to just leave straight. It has more of an effect on a guitar than it does on a keyboard. But that thing's perfect. It just, turns you up a couple dB and then you're good to go. Yep.
Unless the front house guy asks you to turn down.
Yep. Which is why it's currently only set to a quarter. Normally it's up to about here.
I did.
It might come back up here during the gig. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think it probably will. But that could be what causes, because you record, so we've got the keyboard into the pedals and then it goes to an amp, right?
Yes,
so,
it goes.
And because of that, you don't get that clipping that we used to sometimes get with the DI, right?
Yeah, so we're running it into this Fender Deluxe.
Yeah, which is sounding unreal.
It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I highly recommend for any keyboard player. It's much better. And
really good.
I find, because I'm using pedals and fuzz pedals and Leslie things, and it's got so much output. If you stick it in DI, you get clipping, you get cracking, you have blown up foldbacks.
Yeah, we have a lot of trouble with that.
And this way you don't have to worry about a sound guy controlling your stage volume, your foldback. You just do it yourself. If you can't hear yourself, you come over here and you turn it up yourself.
And it sounds really good. And how have you got this amp set?
I literally just have it flat.
Do you?
Just everything flat, treble down a bit. Everything flat, treble down, a little bit of reverb, and the volume on 2. That's how loud these fuckers are. The volume's on 2. And it's still the loudest thing on stage.
Yeah, and you could be twice as loud if you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so the volume's hardly on.
Drives off, trebles, I don't know, 10 or 11 o'clock. Bass, middle, stock. The master's off because it's not using that channel.
Got you.
A little bit of reverb and presence all the way off.
You're right. And you just plug into normal input?
It's into second channel. So not only am I only on 2 volume, I'm in the channel that has a -6 dB cut on it.
Yep.
Because these things are loud when you put a keyboard with that much output into it.
Yeah, got you. With the old Nord over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's your keyboard rig. So when we get, obviously we're in Europe here at the moment. When we get back to Australia, the rig stays the same. What was that amp you were using in Australia?
Back at home, I have an old 70s M&R.
Yep. Instead of this, but your
bass combo 115, way too big, way too loud. I'm gonna go buy one of these when I get home.
Yep. Because it does sound fantastic.
Sounds really good.
This is the Teenage Head Music one. But we were lucky enough to get some really good sounding amps. That one and Sean's Marshall here. Yep. Sound fantastic for his guitar.
Winning.
All right. Rig, Palace of the King rig rundown. Love it.
Thank you.